This is Mr. Lamb coming to you with the 3.1 to 3.3 quiz key. As I talked to you in class, this quiz was out of a total of 16 points. So I was looking for 16 points worth of things. Question number 1, part A and part B were each worth 1 point apiece. And it asks us to write a simplified fraction. So you did have to make sure that you had a fraction here. So it says no one strikes out 18 of 27 batters while pitching during a baseball game. Find the strikeout to non-strikeout. So I'm going to start with words. So strikeout to, meaning in my division symbol, and then non-strikeout. Okay, so strikeout. The problem states that no one strikes out 18. So that top is 18. To non-strikeout. Well, if he faced 27 batters, and he struck out 18 of them, to find how many did not strike out, do 27 minus 18, which is 9. And I have to write this as a simplified fraction. So this simplifies down to 2 to 1. Now that is not the number 2. All right, please understand that when you're doing these ratios, that division symbol means the word 2 in a ratio. So this is 2 to 1. Make sure you leave that 1 there. Part B says find the strikeout. Here we go again, another ratio. Strikeout. 2 is the division symbol. Total batters. Alright, so strikeouts we know is 18. The total batters he faced was 27 batters faced. And then I need to reduce this one down, and this reduces down to 2 to 3. That is a 2 to 3 ratio. 2 to 3 ratio. Alright, let's take a look at question number 2. Question number 2 was worth 2 points. And it says the lengths of the sides of a triangle are in the extended ratio. So I'm going to just draw a triangle. And it says that the lengths of the sides, so I'm going to measure the sides, not the angles. I know we've seen some homework problems and stuff with angles. Is a 3 to 6 to 8 ratio. So 3 to 6 to 8. Now, I don't know what multiple of 3, 6, or 8 I need to use, so I'm going to just put in x with each one of them and call it 3x, 6x, and 8x. That way, if I multiply by 2, they're still in a multiple of 3, 6, and 8. And it says that the perimeter, all the way around, this thing is 510 centimeters. So the perimeter, remember I like to write the perimeter inside the figure just for my own personal liking. If you want to write it off to the side, go ahead. But I do know this, that the perimeter is what I get when I add up the outside. So if I take 3x and I add 6x and then I add 8x, if I add the 3 sides, it has to equal 510. So I can combine like terms. 3, 6, and 8 is 17x. Is equal to 510. And then divide both sides by 17. And you get x to equal 30. So that's the first part. It wants to know what is the length of the 3 sides. So now that I know what x is, I can go back and find it. So 3x is actually 3 times 30. So this side is 90 centimeters. And then I have 6x, and 6x would be 6 times 30 would be 180 centimeters. And then 8x, 8 times 30 is 240 centimeters. Now, where did the 2 points come from? If you found x to be 30, I gave you 1 point. And if you found the sides, all three sides, you got the other point. All right, question 3 and question 4. Together, these are 2 points, so they're 1 point apiece. And it just says to solve the proportion. This is cross multiply. So if I cross multiply, I'll do this one first. X times 40 is 40x. And then this one, 16 times 2x plus 1. Make sure you distribute. So 16 times 2x is 32x. Plus 16 times 1 is 16. I'll subtract 32x on both sides and get 8x equals 16 divided by 8. So x is equal to 2. And then question number 4, again, cross multiply. So I'll do 10 times 9n is 90n. And 9 times 70 is 630. Divide both sides by 90. And n is equal to 7. And the last one on page 1, question number 5. Question number 5 is worth 2 points. It says triangle JKL is similar to triangle QRS. Find the scale factor and the value of Z. So here's where your 2 points come from. If you can find the scale factor, that's 1 point. If you find the value of Z, that is the second point. Okay, so I'm going to set up my proportion. I only have information on 2 sides. So I'm going to use the little triangle, and I will go the short side, Z, then the longer side, 3. And for the bigger triangle, if you think about that big triangle, if I could turn this triangle, I'm going to try to draw this out here. Where this is S, Q, and R. If I could take this and turn it, so it's in the same orientation, maybe that will help you see which side needs to go with JL. So Z is this segment JL right here. That is going to be the same as QS. So that is Z plus 4. And then the 3, which is the upright left side, would be the same as QR, which is 9. So hopefully that kind of helps you see that a little bit better. And then I'm going to cross multiply. So Z times 9 is 9Z. And then 3 times Z plus 4 is 3Z plus 3 times 4 is 12. Subtract 3Z on both sides, get 6Z equals 12. Divide by 6, so Z is equal to 2. Now the scale factor is just the reduced fraction. So if I want, I don't care if you want to do Z over Z plus 4, you could. Or if you want to do 3 over 9, you can. If I put 2 in, I get 2 over 6. It's going to be the same thing. I'm going to do 3 over 9, because those are the values that are given to me. So the scale factor is 3 to 9, which reduces to 1 to 3. So that is a 1 to 3 ratio. That is the scale factor is 1 to 3. So that is the end of page 1. The next video, I will break down page 2.